Let's head on our first trip to Amsterdam with another family who has little kids. The flight went really smooth. Miles ended up falling asleep, which was very nice. We took the train into the city center from the airport and then walked just a few blocks to get to our hotel. We booked it through the Fine Hotel and Resorts on American Express, and it was really nice. It was spacious for Miles, and of course had a cute little crib. Our friends were on an earlier flight than us, so we got ready, walked over, and met them for dinner. It was super fun, and all the kids did really well. The next morning, we walked down to breakfast. The hotel is so pretty, and breakfast was delicious. Miles had a great time too. First full day in Amsterdam. We just had breakfast. Now we're getting ready for the day. It was pretty cold and very foggy the whole time that we were in Amsterdam. Still had a great time. We definitely were not traveling light, but were able to find some places that could accommodate both the double stroller and our single stroller, which was very nice. We did a lot of walking around the park and the city, did some shopping. The most magical part of our trip was seeing everybody with their tulips. There was such a long line and we didn't know what it was for at first, and then realized everyone who was leaving the line had a bunch of tulips, and it was so magical. It kind of reminded me of an episode of Gilmore Girls where there's 1,000 yellow daisies and you just see them on every corner. After the museum, Nolan, Miles, and I went back to the hotel for a drink, and then we met back up at the lobby for dinner. It was super good and had a lot of space. Next morning, breakfast as usual at the hotel, and then we went for a walk past the flower market, which was really, really cool. We had coffee at a really great spot and sat outside. This is how we were traveling, super light. Then we walked around past the canals and worked up an appetite so we could have delicious smash burgers. They were 10 out of 10. We took the metro to this really cool brewery and had a couple beers there, and then it was time for dinner. We sat in the upstairs and everyone was so accommodating. They helped us bring our strollers up. The dinner was super good, and then we walked back for the night. Miles is on the move and he's loving to crawl, so it was nice to have carpet, especially carpeted stairs. At home we only have tile, so this was a nice change, and he learned how to climb all the way up the stairs with no help. He was very proud of himself. Our final meal was brunch at De Ysbreeker, and it was such a cute spot. If I had the option of working from home, I would absolutely work from there. It was so cute. And then it was time to go, so we hopped on the metro to the train station, took the train to the airport. We were a little bit early, so we hung out in the lounge, and then right before we got on the plane, poor Miles got sick. Luckily, he started feeling better at the end of the flight, but he had a really tough time. Overall, we had a really great trip, and I'm super glad that we did travel with our 9-month-old. It was very easy, and he was still very interested in everything we were doing. Highly recommend traveling at this age. Hope you enjoyed.